Hey YouTube, Yankee Blue here. Welcome back to the channel. Alright guys, today we are kicking off a new offensive playbook scheme. So we ran through some of the Seahawks formations out of that personnel, the 2 wide receiver, 2 tight end, 1 running back. Today I decided to use a different playbook because when I broke down the offensive scheme, one of the formations we talked about was pistol ace. And while I was kind of breaking down that formation for you guys and doing the mini scheme, I touched on the fact that single back ace, which is very similar to the pistol ace, except that single back ace is under center, is that, in my personal opinion, I think single back ace is the formation that a person should jump into if they're just learning Madden and just trying to start up a scheme, because it's balanced and it's going to allow you to run the ball a little bit, and you're going to be able to do some passing concepts out of it. When I thought about it more, I decided to go through every single Madden 18 offensive playbook and try to find a single back ace scheme that was a little bit unique, that would give you the best of both worlds, which is being able to run the ball on both sides of the field, and then giving you some pass plays that you'll be able to utilize to kind of impact your opponent. So what I'm going to show you now is this is the Carolina Panthers playbook, and their single back ace, I really like it. They also have some other formations in the personnel group, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, and I'm going to show you that stuff too, because some of it's things we've already went through. You can see some of the formations we already have broke down, but they have some unique stuff in it too. But for today, we're just going to talk about single back ace. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We're going to start off, I'm going to show you the run scheme. So your stock audible is going to be the 223 zone open, which is just an inside zone run. What I'm going to tell you to come out in to run the ball is going to be the power O. So we're going to grab that. Formation wise, we'll just grab a standard 4-3, and we'll do cover 4 to start, and then we'll work, and when we do the pass plays, we'll work through some of the other coverages. So just to kick it off, why I really want to show people the single back ace and kind of start showing you guys why this is really important for Madden, and it's always going to be good in Madden, is because it's a balanced formation. What that means is you have a wide receiver, a tight end to one side, and you have a tight end and a wide receiver to the other side, and specifically for running the ball, like right now, the halfback power that we're running right now is running to the right. Based on the numbers in the box, that's the linemen and where the linebackers line up. If we don't like let's say our opponent's formation looked more like this, heavy to the right, okay, we don't want to run it to the right. A lot of run plays are going to force you to, if you want to run it that way, unless you want to flip the entire formation because you've got a wide, 3 wide receivers over on the right hand side and a tight end, you've got to do that, and it's kind of a giveaway that you're switching to run. What's great about balanced formations like this is that all I have to do is hit square and R2, and now I've flipped the play and I'm running it to the weaker side of the defense, and they don't have any idea that I've done that. Where this is also going to make it effective is when I go into the pass game, because I'm going to be able to run the same play but be able to flip it, and now I have the same concept running to the opposite side of the field. So if I'm pushed over to one side of the field or the other, and maybe if I was in a different formation, I can't run this play, or I would have to clearly flip it, and my opponent's going to be able to see that. With this, my opponent's never really going to know, because even if I flip the play, everything looks the same to my opponent. So that's why I really like this. Why I want the halfback power to be the run play that you come out in is because if you're struggling to run the ball, the halfback power is probably one of the easiest run plays to start with. It's very effective, and the way it's set up is that, so depending on which way you run the ball, like in this instance, we're running to the left side of the formation. You're going to see that the guard, that's the guy right next to the center, where the quarterback is lined up, is going to pull out and run towards gaps on the left side. Now, how this run play is going to help somebody who maybe hasn't got their run stick built up yet and isn't very good at controlling and figuring out which hole to hit, this play tells you where to go. So it's a great play for somebody starting off trying to learn the run game in Madden. And I'll show you what I mean here. So here we're going to run it to the left, and we're just going to watch 70, and wherever he goes, that's where we're going to go. We're not hitting the turbo button or anything like that. We're just going where that guard goes and then just kind of following him into the gap and picking up yards. It's just a really, and here we'll run it to the right. It's just a really easy scheme to follow. There he goes inside the gap there, and we're just following. You know, I'm playing against the Seahawks here just to kind of show you guys, like against a really good defense, that this stuff is still effective. And there we go. We just follow him in the gap, let him get blocks. You know, it's only 3-4 yards, but that's perfect. That's what we want. So again, just following him through the gaps there. Your other run is the 23 zone open, just the inside zone. You kind of just look for where the gaps are in the defense and get your yards that way. Alright, so that's pretty much the run scheme, guys. I'm not going to go too crazy on that. It's just really simple. Like I said, balanced formation. We can flip it however we want to. If we're noticing that there's less people on one side in the box than the other, we can take advantage of that. So let's move on to the pass plays. Alright, so for the pass plays out of the single back ace, the first play that I want you guys to check out is the ace wide receiver stretch. I'm going to grab that. Again, we're just doing a standard 4-3 here, and we'll start off with the cover 4 and just move into some of the more common things that you're going to see as far as, you know, cover 2, cover 3. So stock, this is how this play looks. My favorite setup to use is to flat triangle there and slant X. You can block the running back if you want to, but it's not required unless, you know, you feel like your opponent's going to blitz you. But the way the reads are going to go is we're going to be looking for triangle in the flat, and then we're going to be looking at X here on the slant, and then lastly circle. And again, why this is so good, why single back ace and balanced formation like this are so good, is that, watch what I can do. If I hit square R2, now my play is running the opposite way. I do the same setup, and now I'm attacking the other side of the field like that. So we'll set this back up the way it was. Like that. There we go. All right, snap the ball. We're looking for the flat. Flat's there. We're going to take it. If not, we're going to wait. And you see there, we've got the completion to X. Here in instant replay, we can just see. We see snap the ball. We see we got the flat there initially, but not too much of a gain there, so we kind of wait. And you can see there, I wait for X to get open because I know that it's gonna, you know, that flat and then this streak is gonna leave this part of the field open against zone. Wait for it, and I've got a completion there. And we can see here, if we wait long enough, we're gonna have that backside route as well. So that was cover 4. Let's bring it down into the cover 3 now. Same reads as before, triangle, X, and then circle. Snap the ball, looking, we got the flat. And go ahead and take it. This is just a really easy scheme, guys. You can see here, guys, just really quick, you know, we see that we've got the flats there, and we throw to that. If they're hard flatting, we're going to have other opportunities to get the ball. This route right here is not open. You know, we might be able to low pass lead back because he's just getting underneath the defense there, but we're also going to have, again, we're going to have that backside route coming through, and we're going to be able to complete that against cover 3 as well if they start hard flat. The main point being, we have other reads on the play. So the only time that you're going to run into some trouble with this play, the way it's set up, is against cover 2. And I'll show you right now, if they hard flat, set that up that way so you guys can see that set up with hard flats. So what's going to happen is, because the cover 2, the linebackers drift back, it's going to make your reads kind of difficult to make this play work for you the way that it's set up. It's just, you might get X. You can see their X was kind of open there at the end, but it's kind of tough. What I found is, if you're running this and you run into somebody that's running a lot of cover 2, what you can do is, instead of flatting, leave the triangle tight end on the streak and do something like this. And what you're gonna see is, if they hard flat, snap the ball here, watch all the, you are going to see that you get a lot of separation up top, where you can kind of hit them over the top here. And if we wait long enough, that hard flat sucking down, we're going to get that slant open. And what you can also see is that, because of the combination of the routes here and everything that's going through there, unless you have a really dedicated user, you've now split the defense, and you're going to have a deep throw there as well. So that's going to allow you to attack cover 2. And you can see they're running to the left. They're kind of the cloud flat, but you can see there, the way this is set up, this safety is going to have a heck of a time in cover 2. He can't cover both. And like I said, the user from your opponent, if they're using a linebacker, they're going to have to be really good to stop this, because you're still going to have this throw too. So that's kind of the setup for that. This formation will work against, this play out of this formation will work against anything. You just have to do some minor setups to make it work better for you. That's kind of the scheme for that, guys. It starts with the run game, but I've kind of given you a basis for being able to pass the ball out of this formation too and be effective. So we'll have some more plays out of the Panthers playbook. There's still a couple more formations that have some unique things in there. But first and foremost, you're going to be able to run out of all the formations that I show you. So hope you guys liked the video. Comment on the page, like it if you do. And this is Yankee Blue. We'll see you next time.